didn't even know about Jireh, honestly. I didn't even know about a prep school. I didn't know that was a thing. That experience was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was a crazy experience. But it was fun. We started like talking to each other. We like, hey, are y'all getting recruited? You getting recruited? And then some guys were saying yeah, and then some guys were saying no. Now we're like sitting there like, dang, like what's going on? Like, time's ticking. I had a great season there. I think I had like 8 picks. And then after that, we got shut down because we started getting COVID. They played a big role in who I am today. So, shout out to those guys for real.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Call The Huddle podcast. My name is Xavier Gusset. Today's episode, I got a chance to talk with former North Carolina Central defensive back Jelani Vassell ahead of the 2026 NFL Draft. Jelani spent a semester at Jireh Prep in North Carolina in 2020 before playing 5 years with the Eagles and declaring for April's NFL Draft. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, and let's get to it. First one I want to start with, I know you're a corner. This past year you had 5 picks. I think what stands out about your game is just like your ball hawk. I know you're a 3-sport athlete. I want to talk about that as we go going a little bit. But GOAT cornerback, who's the GOAT corner to you?
GOAT corner is definitely Prom. Definitely cool. Deion Sanders for sure.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of him lately, actually. Been really tuning into him and stuff the last year and stuff. I was really clamoring for him as a head coach. Thought he'd get some big name jobs and stuff. But yeah, he's crazy. Like watching him as a corner. Is there anyone else you watched like growing up?
Jalen Ramsey for sure. That's one. Another one I had watched growing up as well. I'm from Florida, so I'm a Bucs fan. So I used to watch it like recently. I was watching like Carlton Davis when he was there with us. I thought he was pretty good. And then obviously Jamel Dean's still there. So those two guys really. I watched PS2, Pastor 10. It's a good corner. And then I also watched some safeties as well too. My favorite safety right now is probably, I would say, Jesse Bates or Jalen Petrie.
That's
those
cool.
Two guys, for sure.
Those are some cool names. I know, like, I kind of, with the primetime thing, I wanted to ask you a little bit about, like, obviously defensive backs have changed so much. You mentioned, like, Jalen Petrie. Like, he's, like, could play all 3 positions.
Yeah.
I know you're kind of like a guy, like a hybrid, too, can do it all, especially at the next level. And I know you showed a lot of that at the HBCU Bowl like last week. Second one I got, like I said, I know you played basketball growing up and then ran like sprints and stuff, some relays and stuff like that at track, 3-sport athlete altogether. But basketball wise, I always ask this one, the GOAT, who's the GOAT, Jordan or LeBron?
I'm gonna say Bron. I'm always say Bron. Like I be telling my older people, I'm like, bro, I didn't watch Jordan, so like I be watching Bron my whole life. So it's like, especially watching the Heat games and stuff like that. So what he did in Miami was crazy, and what he did with Cleveland in 2016, that 3-1 comeback, ain't never been done before. So I'm always say Bron over Jordan.
That's a good answer. I still feel like I asked that a lot. I feel like I've been asking that since I started, and I still hear some people say Jordan. Some younger guys, you'd be surprised. It's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
You got like a favorite food or anything like that? Like a favorite food or meal or anything?
Ooh. Favorite food? I like Mexican food. Like,
nice.
Yeah,
that's
Mexican
cool.
food for sure.
Anything
Definitely.
Like specific?
Yeah, like I really been tapped in with the ACPs recently. I ain't gonna lie. Though, I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't. I was gonna ask.
It's like chicken, rice, and then you could put like steak in it, shrimp in it, and they got like different stuff. I don't know. It's a bunch of food. It's
got
good.
You.
I be tapping in with the ACPs, and then burrito tacos too. Those things hit.
Yeah, yes, sir. And that's all good for you. Working out, getting your carbs, protein, all that protein you need. Tell me, like growing up, like I know you mentioned being a Florida guy, especially like primetime watching the Bucs. Like, but were you more of an NFL or like college? Did you watch any college ball growing up?
I did. I was a USF fan growing up.
Got you.
Back when they had like Quinn Flowers and stuff like that. So I definitely was tapping. I used to go to the game. My mom used to get used to work at Coca-Cola, so she used to get like tickets, like free tickets sometimes. So even though they were like kind of like in like the 3rd level nosebleed type tickets, like we still used to go and stuff like that. So we definitely watched USF growing up, but definitely I was really a big NFL guy. I didn't start watching college until like probably like high school. I say around high schoolish. Then I started getting more into college football.
Got you. That's cool. I always like to ask that too, because like obviously there's such a big difference, especially as like a fan. Like I would think I was the same way growing up. Like I always leaned NFL. I think I started getting into college like when I started getting into that college level. Like when I started watching college ball was when I was the same age like you kind of. I know from you played in North Carolina a lot your whole career, so you might have like a one side to this. But Drake or J. Cole, like music wise?
I'm gonna say Drake. I'm gonna say Drake. I'm gonna say Drake.
Sweet, sweet. I asked that one a lot on here too. Um, I know you mentioned players you modeled your game after. Is there anyone like now that stands out, like that you didn't name already, that like kind of like, or you know, that you were when you were a kid that you really like, kind of compared yourself to?
Nah, I definitely watched. I ain't gonna lie, I really watched a lot of Jalen Petrie, especially this past 2 seasons. I was like a guy because it's like we have like similar frame.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and Kobe Durant too. That's another guy too because he was HBCU guy as well, and you know, we played against his school. They are in our conference, so it's Icona State. So definitely, I tapped in with him to watching his film and stuff like that. Good player, good ball skills, all type of stuff.
Yeah, those are both like similar guys, like you mentioned, like the frame. Kobe is the same, where like he plays inside, plays outside. He's done it since South Carolina. Yeah, for sure. Tell me, like, then I know your career. You played 5 years at North Carolina Central, and then that 1 year at Jireh Prep. But like, even going back to high school, think about like best players you played against. Like, is there anyone that stands out like throughout your whole career?
Best players,
or like best athlete, like anyone that's just like jaw dropping.
I say like I played along with him. My boy Isaiah Bolden. Grew up with him. Yeah, nice. Grew up with him like basically like my whole life. From the same city. Went to high school together. Crazy athlete. I'm not gonna lie, crazy athlete. Played basketball. We played basketball together in high school. That was fun.
That's cool.
Ran track together. You know, that was fun. Played football, obviously. So I say Zay for sure.
That's sick. That's awesome. That's cool.
6'2", 4'3" speed like that. That's crazy. Like, but he was doing that back in high school. Like we all knew, like, bro, been fast. He been fast. So definitely Zay for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know you guys got a lot of players on your team, like even like offense and defense. Who stands out from your team, like in terms of like people that surprised you?
Surprised me? Nobody really surprised me because I kind of knew, like, I've been playing with these guys for so long, especially this past season. So no name really surprised me. But you know, we had guys like Walker Harris, obviously, Chris Mosley. That he had the breakout year. Like that's like my brother. So I'm proud that he finally got his shine that he deserved, especially been sitting behind Jamari last year, Jamari Taylor. So when he got his opportunity this year, he made every opportunity count. So I'm definitely proud of him. Chauncey Spikes as well. That's probably the best receiver I've been around in a very long time. So definitely Chauncey for sure. Then defensively, I got a lot of guys, man. I got a whole list. I'm going to start with my D-line for sure. All four of them. Yeah. I got Thomas Johnson, obviously, Christian Smith, Wisdom Sims, Donquarius Park, my whole D-line. And then Max Urin, that's probably the smartest football player I've ever been around, like, in my entire life. Like, when it comes to, like, being on the field, like, he's like another coach. Just calling out plays before it even happened, seeing formations. Just his play recognition was through the roof. It was crazy. Teams just get frustrated because it's like, bro, like, why are you calling out our stuff? Like, how you know this is coming? Like, just watch someone's film, you know?
That's cool.
Isaiah Lawson, Malcolm Reed, Tamondre Braxton, Eric Adams. I'm naming the whole starting defense, honestly. Those guys, they deserve all the recognition. They deserve everything. So, shout out to them.
I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. And I know, like, just the stuff that I've seen, you know, looking into you, like, Coach Oliver is awesome. And he talked a lot about all of those guys, offense, defense. And you guys had a successful year this past year. I got a couple more icebreakers for you here. A couple fun ones. Pre-game music. You got like any tradition or anything pre-game? Or like any music that you go to?
Yeah, pre-game music for sure. I'm definitely cutting on some Youngin Ace. That's definitely like my guy.
That's cool.
I listen to him. I listen to some Lil Durk. those really, and this guy named FCG, I listen to him as well. I don't know if you know him. He from like South Florida.
Cool.
Those three guys are really what I really spam like during like the pregame. But then usually like I like to take my headphones off and then I like to listen to the vibes around the locker room, stuff like that. I don't really like to just listen to myself, but I like to feel the locker room, feel the energy, what it's gonna be like, and then if they got some music playing, I just go turn up with them just to get the energy right, so everybody feels locked in. I could tell. I can't really tell if everybody locked in when I got my headphones in, so I want to just feel the energy in the room. I go mess with the offense a little bit, see how they looking over there, because our offense, it was like defense, offense locker room was a split, so I would go be with the defense for a little bit, and then I would go in the offensive locker room, go see what the energy like over there, go turn up with them too. So yeah, I was that type of guy really. But I would do that like probably like 20, 30 minutes before the game just to see how everybody's feeling for real.
That's cool. Instead of just like I mean, obviously you're dialed in, but yeah, like taking it in, kind of like getting used to it, kind of almost like when did that like change for you? You feel like
it changed for me probably last year, 24. Ooh. I was like a guy like just before I was like a guy that was just listening to music, just locking in, just listening to the music, stuff like that. But as in 24, I had to become more of a leader role, and then obviously the past year I had to definitely be a leader. I just had to feel the energy. I had to check the temperature, honestly. So that's what I was really doing, really just tapping in with the guys and making sure everybody feel comfortable and ready to go.
I love that a lot. Like you said, especially being a leader, like I bet like the nerves are kind of like gone less. So you like really like it's a different perspective you got, especially being there through 3-4 years at that point. That's cool. Last one I got for you. Best like in stadium, like is there any cool stadiums or like travels like that you gone on through college?
The best stadium definitely was, I say UNC Chapel Hill. That was a dope experience. We played them like it was like a 6:00 game, so it was kind of like a night game. It was cool. The environment was cool. Definitely that. But if we talking about like HBCU wise, I'm gonna definitely say South Carolina State for sure. Going there, it was tough to play in. The vibes were there. It was always a competitive game, and it was a big stadium, so I definitely like playing there too.
Damn, that's sick. Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate that. a lot. So I wanted to jump in your career. Like I said, I know you played. You're from Florida. I appreciate you already going over that stuff a little bit too. And then you made the jump to North Carolina. Like I know you were a 3-sport athlete, like crazy all around athlete in high school. All 3 seasons basically. Like when did you know football was your main sport?
When I stopped growing, really. I knew I used to love playing basketball. Like I thought I was the nicest hooper. And I ain't gonna lie, like I don't know who told me. I forgot who told me. Someone was like, "All right, bro, like you're not 6'3", 6'4", like that's an average point guard size, nowadays." So I think it was my brother, honestly. I think he told me like, "All right, bro, like this hooping stuff, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. Like let's go focus on something else." So football, I really started because freshman year in high school, I thought I was gonna play basketball. Like I thought I was gonna go to school and play basketball. I started on varsity my freshman year, so I thought I was gonna be a hooper. And then sophomore year, I don't know. I played varsity football because I was on JV my freshman year. Sophomore year, I was on varsity, and I just started making plays as like a 15-year-old kid. So doing stuff like that, and then I played along. Like I said, I playing on Isaiah Bowden. So him just putting that confidence in me, like, all right, bro, like you can take over. So just doing that, and then after that, just started locking in with football. Really, basketball became like my second sport. Like I said, I stopped growing, honestly. I just stopped growing. I thought I was gonna be 6'2", 6'3", but it didn't work out. So, I just put the basketball down. I still played, but I didn't take it as serious as football. So I just locking in with football.
For sure, for sure. And that, I mean, that time comes for a lot of people. Of course, I've been there. I've seen it. I mean, like I didn't know you were a point guard either. Like you must have like vision, like really. You must be a real hooper.
Definitely. I was definitely a point guard. I used to love passing the ball. Like I was always averaging I think my junior year I averaged like 7 assists a game. I led like the county and like assists, something like that. So definitely with that, I was always passing the rock around, making sure the guys eat. So.
Damn. And then I mean like taking that I mean obviously they all kind of like that track and football like all help each other. How did basketball and track and like all that stuff like sprinting and doing the like all like that side of track like that and basketball, how did that type of stuff help you going into like where you are now? Like, do you feel like?
Um, it just I don't know. I don't really know. Really, I think I just made like a lot of like connections and love throughout playing those two sports. That it just I don't know. Like when I met some guys at track that play football that I ain't really talked to during the football season. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we were just locking in, just tapping in, and we go work out together during. I just made a lot of connection. Everything was just football was always a sport in Florida. Everybody played, and so it's like just playing those two other sports. Like I feel like I got closer with guys and after that, we just started working out more. Like a lot of guys just started working out football wise, and I'm big on. Then you go track meets, you go to different events, you meet different people from schools and stuff like that, and you go link up with those kids from school, go work out, go play 7-on-7 with each other. Like that's what I got from all that them two sports really.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a big guy that's like you should be playing multiple sports like growing up.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
just learning how to compete, learning like like every single season's a reset. Like you had to go into every single track season, like learn all that stuff again after a full football season to learn that stuff. And I know like I mean on top of that like you're a ball hawk. Like I think that's easy to see on the tape. Uh, and I could bet like I don't know like, being a point guard like I know you're not catching too many boards, but I'm sure that type of athleticism like I'm sure that matters a little bit or at least like in the back of your head.
Sure.
That's cool. The one that I wanted to kind of hit on as before I jump into like your time at North Carolina, NCC. Tell me like as an athlete, like being that type of like all around athlete. I think especially lately, like I've heard a lot of people think like talk about like the emotions of sports and stuff, and like how it's easier to get past it if you kind of like look at yourself from a third person lens, instead of like thinking getting all in your head and stuff and like just competing kind of. How do you feel like you've learned to like focus as an athlete and like deal with yourself kind of?
Definitely just talking to people for sure.
That's cool.
Definitely just having conversations with other people. Just getting their other people's perspective that's not really in the circle, that's not really understanding what's going on. You're just talking to them. Just sometimes you just gotta just talk to other people. Really, I learned that about these past 3 years. Honestly, I was more like a quiet kid who just like if I was getting frustrated something like that, I'm just dealing with myself. Like nah, like you gotta talk to this person and just tapping in with other people. Really, that's what I really say.
That's cool. Yeah, and that definitely is like a big thing. Like definitely, especially being on a team. Like some people don't think about that as much. When you're trying to make it yourself too. Like
because it's like we are really a team. So as long as you tapping in with your brothers and stuff, like those are technically your brothers out there. Like your team is really your family, your brothers. Because like you got to go to war with each other. Like every Saturday or whatever day of the week that you plan. You're going out there, you're going to war. You're going out there, you're banging other people, you hitting other people. Like so, it's like why not tap in with them? Why not talk to them about stuff like that? They can help you get over whatever you got going on right now, or if you mess up on a play, they're gonna be right there, just lift you up. Like you're good, bro. Next play mentality, stuff like that. So definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Finding those people to lean on. So I know, like talking about that year. I know. Well, you graduated from high school 2020, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Same here. We both had that COVID experience.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a prom, didn't get a graduation.
I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting nothing either. I had a graduation though, but it was like outside.
Me too.
On our football field, and then it started raining towards the end, so it was like, bro, come on. But usually it was like in like the USF little basketball gym, but I don't know.
Ooh,
COVID messed everything up, man.
It did for real. I had to stay in my car for my graduation. I got to drive around a little racetrack, and that was all I got. I didn't even it was because they mailed my diploma to me like a month later.
No, that's crazy.
I know, but we're past that now. We're past that. What was that first year at Jireh like? Like, what was the decision? I mean, tough times, especially like during COVID. Like,
for sure.
What was it? What was that like for you?
Yeah, definitely. Coming out of high school, COVID, I wasn't really getting highly recruited just because like COVID really messed a lot of things up. And then I didn't even know about Jireh. Honestly, I didn't even know about a prep school. I didn't know that was a thing. So basically, there was a guy that he was like my brother's friend. He was a coach at Jireh Prep. And he was like, hey, bro, like, you can come over here and just reclassify to the 2021 class. I'm like, what? Like, that's not even, I don't even know that's true. Like, I had no idea what it was. So that's how I heard about Jireh Prep was through him. And then when I went there, because I was about to go JUCO, I was about to go to a JUCO school, and he was like, "Well, if you go prep, you're not gonna lose a year of eligibility." So I'm like, "Okay, like that sounds a little better." So I ended up just going there for the semester and played there, and it was definitely different. I've never experienced nothing like that. It wasn't bad. It was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie. Like, met God, we all had the same goals. We were all trying to go D1. We all had the same story. Like, we all were COVID kids, so we all didn't really get highly recruited. So, and we all knew how like Jireh, how prep school really was gonna go. There was only gonna be a select few of us that were gonna go to college, and the rest of them were basically gonna be done with football. So, we all were trying to be like the 5, 6 guys, like, so um definitely just tapping in with those guys. Those guys were like my family, man. Experience was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was a crazy experience. But it was fun. We were living in apartments in Matthews, North Carolina, not too far from uptown Charlotte. Um I had no car. I couldn't drive nowhere. Um but definitely just going to practice with them, working out with them, going to games, coming back. It was fun, real fun time. Traveling traveling very far to go play these games too. Playing we practiced at the little it was like a recreation center. I forgot the name of it. But it was cool though, man. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It was actually like it's what made me like who I am, because I understood like discipline, competitiveness. Definitely, like I'm like competitiveness really over there, because like I said, not a lot of us were gonna go to school coming out of Jireh Prep, and we all knew that. It was only gonna be a select few of us. Yeah. So just knowing that in the back of your head, going out there every day trying to compete, to really be one of those guys to stand out. Definitely where I got my competitive spirit from. And then after that, we went out there, had a great season there. I think I had like 8 picks or whatever. And then after that, we got shut down because we started getting COVID.
Gotcha.
I remember we played this team in Georgia. After that game, like, we started getting COVID. Like, it's crazy because I ended up getting COVID too. So I had to go home. My parents came and got me. Drove me back to Florida. My mom made me quarantine, whatever. I was in the room, whatever, for like 14 days. She over here buying me food, leaving it at the door, like in my room door. She would leave it at the front door. I'm like, bro, come on. But so definitely that season got cut short by like 2 games or something like that. But overall, it was still a great opportunity, man. Great experience as well.
That's crazy. Like, and like you said, there's so much to take from that for like betting on yourself. Like, and like everyone else you like learned, and like all the relationships you made there. Like, everyone bet on themselves there.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think I saw something that you guys like went undefeated like that season, right?
Yeah, we didn't lose.
Damn, yeah. And like, I mean, it was a crazy thing to look into, just because like I know you guys played like Navy, like Navy's JV team.
Yeah, because that's crazy though. We were supposed to, but because of COVID, like everything, our whole schedule changed. We were supposed to play some universities as well, some like D3 schools, the Navy team, JV team. We were supposed to play them, but because of COVID, everybody kind of like pulled out, so we had to make like a whole new schedule. So we weren't really able to play like those universities. Really, we were just playing other prep schools and stuff like that. So that was the crazy part, because we were supposed to be playing like, I remember Everett was on the schedule, or Averett, I don't know how to say their name. JV team was on there. Lewisburg was supposed to be on there. Lewisburg College, stuff like that. So yeah, I think like a 1 or 2 was supposed to be on there as well. Another JUCO school.
They're good. Yeah. That's cool.
Definitely good competition over there for sure.
That's definitely crazy. Good competition. That's really cool. That's crazy that that was set up so good like that. Like, I saw there was some lawsuits, like court cases stuff for them, like for people getting like, like saying that that's why I was kind of interested to talk to you, just in terms of like, because you're going to the next level. Went to the HBCU Bowl and everything, like spent 5 years there at NCC. But yeah, I bet like week to week that was crazy, like in terms of just like not even knowing what the end of the month would be like.
No, really. That was definitely the craziest part about all of it. Like, because when we talking to each other, we like, cause we had like class type thing, but it was like online, obviously, because during COVID. Right. So we would all meet together on Zoom with a tutor, and basically she was just helping us trying to get our SAT, ACT scores up, whatever. That's how it was really going. But we started like talking to each other. We like, hey, are y'all getting recruited? You getting recruited? And then some guys were saying yeah, and then some guys were saying no. So now we're like sitting there like, dang, like what's going on? Like, time's ticking. This is like around October-ish. Season's over in like end of the month. Really, the season's supposed to be over in November, but then the season really ended at the end of October because we got cut short because of COVID. Because we all started getting COVID. So now it's like guys got like 8 games worth of film instead of having 11. Now it's like, all right, well, what'd you do in them 8 games? This is your film that you got to send out to these coaches. So not a lot of people, was able to, have enough film to get recruited and stuff like that. But, but those guys who didn't end up going to college, they're still doing well. I still see them around social media and stuff like that. So I'm glad everybody doing well. Everybody has got their life going on. So like I said, those are like my family, man. Those are the guys. So we grew. I feel like they played a big role in who I am today. So shout out to those guys for real.
That's really awesome, man. I appreciate you taking time on that. And like I said, like, it's a crazy experience. Like, you're 1-on-1 for that experience. Like, like over COVID, like especially, like all that stuff is so crazy. Life was so crazy. Thinking about like, couldn't imagine thinking about like what you were thinking about then. Like just like thinking about the future, like all that stuff.
For sure.
So tell me, like, how'd you get to NCC then, like North Carolina Central, like in 2021? Walk me through that, I guess.
Yeah. So coming out of prep school, went back home, got over COVID. I had offers from D2 schools. I had one from Lake Erie and Shaw. Yeah, Shaw. So I had 2 D2 offers. I was actually gonna go to Shaw. That's where I was gonna go. I was gonna go there. And I remember I was in Orlando, and I got like a text on Twitter from the corners coach at the time, Coach Greenwood, saying that he liked my film and stuff like that, and yeah. So I was like, hey, like, shoot, like, I'm trying to like, basically I'm trying to get offered there. Yeah. Basically told me like because of COVID and stuff like that, we don't have enough money because the guys got a COVID year back, so they didn't have a season in the fall. They were supposed to have a season in the spring. Right. So he was like, hey, but I talked to my DC, Coach Navarro at the time, and see what we can do. So then I was like, okay, cool. So then like a few days, I think it was like a day after Christmas, I think, Coach Navarro texted me and then told me to call him. So I called him. He basically offered me like a PWO for a walk-on spot. Basically told me how it was going to go because they were going to have a season in the springtime. And after that, I guess my money will open up and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I just told my mom. My mom wanted me to go to Shaw. Just because like they were paying for my school and stuff like that. But I was like, I kind of want to take another chance, on myself again. So ended up walking on the Central 21 spring. That season was like they ended up shutting down their spring season. So we just had practice, just regular spring ball and stuff like that. So all the guys that were supposed to play in the spring season and graduate, they came back in the fall of 21 as well. So that was sitting behind those guys, like I said before, it was just a great experience for me. I'm like a sponge. I like to sit back and just kind of like observe how everything's going on and learn from the guys ahead of me because they already have like more experience than me at the college level. So just sitting behind those type of guys, I'm just learning the game. Really, the change of like the pace of the game is totally different from high school and totally different from prep. So obviously I was going in that practice and stuff like that. I wasn't really like up to speed with those guys. I had to change my whole like how I played the game. I had to play at a faster pace. Honestly, I could say that. So that's how I just walked on the Central, man, and just started learning from everybody. And yeah, that was that.
That's awesome. Man, that's like you said, like taking another leap of faith. Seriously. I mean, you're going into this next level, like kind of like almost like you don't know what's next in the next year. You don't know where you're gonna be. Like think about that first year. Like what do you feel like what was your biggest growth that first year?
21. Really, I would just wanted to learn. Really, just to learn. So in the fall season of 21, I played a little bit. I definitely played a little bit. I think my first real game was the second or third game of the season. We played Winston-Salem State. Our nickel, I think he got injured or something like that, and they ended up just throwing me in there. I don't even know if Coach Oliver even knew that I was in the game, but I went in there and I held it down. I did my thing, and I kind of like opened some eyes. Really, I feel like I opened up some eyes and stuff like that. Like, okay, he could play a little bit. Definitely that was like my first real game playing, because I played like basically like the whole second half, and it was a close game too. So I played in crunch time and all that. So I feel like I got some experience from that as well. But after that, I kind of just redshirted after that. Really, nickel came back. And I told my coach that I was just trying to redshirt and just sit back and just develop more. So they understood. So I ended up redshirting that year. And yeah, just learning, really going on scout team, playing against Pee Wee, Davies Richard. Playing against the starting offense. Like that's the best reps you can get, honestly. Going to scout team and just playing against the ones. Like, I'm developing right there. Just playing against them every single day. So I think that really helped me too, going to scout team and just developing against the starting offense every day.
Yeah.
And then having no backups out there. Like, I didn't have to worry about nobody coming in to come get me. Like, nah, I'm learning, I'm playing, I'm working on my craft every single day against the best of the best. So that's the best type of reps I could honestly get, just going to scout team and going to play. So for sure.
That's great. Absolutely. And yeah, like I said, you're a ball hawk. Like, I know you can play inside, play outside. And I know cornerback's like one of those positions. Like, I mean, it's probably like the hardest position, like top 3 in all the sports, just in terms of like, you got to be able to know what it's preparation, it's athleticism, it's everything. What came easy to you when it came to like learning cornerback? Like anything specific at all, like natural?
Yeah, really at Central, I was really playing safety.
Ooh.
The whole time I was really playing safety. I was a nickel at first, and then after that they moved me up to the roof. So then I started playing safety. Really my safety development was definitely just learning behind. Like I said, I had 2 great safeties in front of me, Khalil Baker and Manny Smith. So learning behind those 2 guys and just learning from them and seeing how they went about the game. KB was a ball hog. KB was definitely a ball hog. He had 4 picks in 4 games his junior year, and just seeing how he saw the game, his IQ was through the roof. So definitely learning behind him, and then learning from Manny from a physical standpoint, like coming downhill, fitting gaps. He wasn't really like he was more like a box safety. He was really like more like in the fit, like more like coming downhill and just tackling. So just seeing how he's seen certain gaps open up and stuff like that. Just learning from him as well. Just like I said, I was just being a sponge, just learning from the guys that was in front of me. They had more experience than me. They're making plays out there. I'd be a fool to just sit back and be like, nah, I'm not gonna learn from them guys. Like, I'm gonna learn on my own. Like, I'd be a fool. Like, no, I'm gonna learn from these dudes. So when it's my turn, my opportunity, I'm ready for my moment, So definitely shout out to those 2 guys, really, man. And obviously shout out to them because they were willing to teach me how they saw the game. They could have been on some selfish stuff, like, I don't want to teach you. Like, nah, like, they were like willing to help, willing to teach me so I could learn and when it was my turn, be the best version of myself. So shout out to those guys for sure.
That's awesome. And that's one of the great things about football is that like it's all about the team. Like you see that less in football than you do other sports, in my opinion. That's great. Like I know, like playing. I mean, you're a football player. Like all around, you play every single position in the secondary.
Yeah.
How do you feel like nickel is different, like to you, like in terms of like how you play?
Nickel definitely. You gotta. It's more space to guard for sure. At corner is more like they're kind of like either on top of the numbers or the bottom of the numbers. So it's like there's like kind of like less space. It depends what side you're on. You might be in the boundary or the field, but in the NFL there is no boundary corner or field corner. There's 2 corners out there. So, but at nickel you got a whole bunch of space. There's a lot of space to cover, especially in man-to-man. So. I say just nickel. Me playing nickel, just understanding like knowing my leverage. Like, all right, if I'm in cover 1, like play outside leverage, I'm gonna just stay outside. I can just help everything right there. Cause like I'm gonna stay outside. So if you're an outside route, I'm right there. Everything else, I'm funneling inside to the post safety. That's my help. Just understanding where your help is. I think that's what I've always done. Playing football was definitely understanding where my help is, and that can help you tremendously.
Awesome.
Because it's like, all right, if you want to run a post ball, I have a post safety. If you want to in breaking route, I have help. I have help on the inside, especially like if I have like a linebacker that's like a robber player. So I have guys that are helping me. But if you want to run an outside corner route or outside breaking route, I'm right there on the outside shoulder. So you're going to have to run through me to get the ball. And by the time you try to run through me and the ball's in the air, it's going to be incomplete or it's going to be a pick. So.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, like you mentioned that, like situational football, like, you know, knowing the situation, knowing the rest of the team, knowing the field, knowing everything. I mean, nickel is like, you got to be smart. Like, you got to be one of the smartest players in the field. Like, more, you know.
You definitely got to be savvy for sure. You got to be a savvy guy to be out there showing blitz, coming out of blitz. You got to just messing up the quarterback's eyes. Like, that's definitely what I learned from playing nickel. You got to be real savvy out there, yeah, you got to be one of those guys that play nickel for sure.
Yeah, it's like you got to be prepared. And like you said, like I said earlier, it's like football player, like, you know, Honey Badger growing up, like watching those types of guys that kind of like made the nickel position. Like, you're a do-it-all guy. Like, you're not just a position, you're a football player. That's awesome. I think that's awesome. That you're gonna take that to the next level. How do you feel like? What kind of where are you now compared to where you last year? All together.
I'm more complete. I could say that. I'm a more complete football player than the player I was last year. When it comes to production wise, IQ wise, film wise, like I'm definitely a more complete player. Like I feel like I'm at my peak right now. So, but I had to have one of those little down years in 24. I didn't have a down year, but it wasn't like a year that I wanted, you know.
True, yeah.
But I definitely I feel like I had to have that type of year to have the year that I just had this past season. So definitely more complete player, understanding, watching my film from last year. That's what I definitely did in the summertime of 24. 25. In the summertime, I was really just watching the games from the season of 24. All right, so what was I doing that wasn't good enough? You know, wow, I wasn't all conference in 24. I wasn't all American in 24. I wasn't nothing in 24. I was just a regular guy out there in 24. So now what do I have to do to go be a guy in 25? And just doing like a self-assessment on myself, watching film, breaking it down. A lot of stuff I was just taking bad angles here once in a while. I was just not seeing the ball come out of the quarterback's hand. Like, it was stuff like that. Like, there were plays I could have made. I just wasn't making the right plays. I wasn't making them, you know. I was a step too late. Instead of it being a pick, it was going to be a catch tackle. It was stuff like that. Like, it's like, all right, bro, what are we going to do? So really just locking in on myself, man, just understanding, like, who I am, what I can be. Really just a big self-assessment on myself is what I really did in summer 25. And after that, 25, I had a hell of a season. So.
Yeah, yes, sir. Finished with 5 picks. I know you had 2 in that last game. And like I said, you're a football player, like almost 3 tackles for loss, like third on your team in tackles, I think. Just like all-around dude. And that's, like I said, awesome, going to the next level. Especially seeing, you know, what you've learned and you know, already put in the action this offseason. Yes, but like last week and everything, turning it into production. Tell me, like, Trei Oliver, like, what's he like as a coach? Like, what was your first impression of him?
Coach O, Coach O, my first impression was I didn't think Coach O really knew my name for the past like 2 seasons. He probably did, but he used to never he used to say like Slim. Like, hey, Slim. Like, he'll say stuff like that. Like, I'm like, damn, does Coach even know my name? You know? So, I really didn't think Coach O knew my name for a little bit. But, nah, he a cool guy, honestly. He used to play DB. So, you know, he always got something to say to the DB. It's like, always trying to tweak something or something like that. But, you know, it's just that was his nature. That was his position. He was a DB. So, anytime he sees something that's not right in the back end or that you can do to make a play in the back end, he always gonna say something. So definitely, Coach O, he was a great coach. Honestly, obviously successful coach. He the reason why we was so successful these past seasons. So, yeah. So shout out to Coach O, really, man, for real.
That's cool. And yeah, I know I wanted to touch like I think he played punter too. I think he was like a
punter too. Yeah, we be telling him about that, like, coach, like he was a punter. And he'll remind you like he in the record books for tackles and stuff like that. So he'll remind you for sure. But we always messing with him, telling him, like, you just a kicker, like you just a punter, coach, like, you just a punter. But
yeah, I bet he's get extra tackles on punt, maybe running down.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing the
like,
whole thing.
Know, like boosting his stats up, you know.
Yeah. No, what type of thing has he told you, like being a D-back, like, or anything like as a group or like even one-on-one that he's told you that helped your game at all?
Yeah, just tell me, just really just be myself. You know what to do. You know what you see. Just go make a play. Like, don't hesitate. Go make the play.
That's awesome.
That's really it. He is still like he has full confidence in me this past season. Like he just wanted me to go be productive. Like he knew what I was capable of. He's seen me grow from 21 to 25 to now. Like he's seen the growth. He's been there. I've been with him for all 5 years. You know, so he's seen the guy I was turning into, and then he knew the guy I was gonna be capable of. So him just believing in me, trusting me, and just telling me just go out there, just go play free, go do your job. Everything gonna handle yourself. So
That's awesome.
That's really what he was for me.
That's great. That's awesome. And like I say, I know he talked about you. And as a leader, like he seems like just from the stuff I watched him, he seems like a good football guy, player's coach in a way. Um, Going to the next level, like I know you talked about how much of a leader you kind of became over like especially the last 4 years, last 2 years especially. Um, what are the things like off the field that you want to grow in, over the next year or like just this off season at all?
What you mean, like off the field stuff?
Uh, like I know, like I don't anything in terms of football that you feel like you want to work on and to grasp or
yeah.
get better at the
Yeah.
next level or handle the transition better.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I want to work better more on my off man. Definitely work on my off man coverage for sure.
Gotcha.
Definitely on my angles. Coming downhill. Definitely that's something I'm definitely gonna work on as well. Just coming downhill, breaking downhill, making a play on the ball. I feel like a few of my tackles that I could have made were just off my angles, coming down. What else, man? And just keep growing, just keep working on my craft. Honestly, that's that. I don't want to change nothing up. I just want to just make little minor tweaks and just I'm still me. Just go out there and play me. Just be myself, man. So it's really gonna just be just tightening up the bolts. Really, that's all I'm gonna be working on. Just making sure ain't no loose bolts. Just tighten them up so everything is just being smooth.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Jelani? You having fun? I know this has been a while. I want to wrap it up soon.
I'm good for sure.
I appreciate you, man. I got a couple more questions. I'm having a lot of fun. I appreciate you though. Appreciate all the time. In terms of being a leader, like, what kind of leader are you? Do you think?
Definitely. I was more like a leader that was lead by example type at first, but I realized that that wasn't gonna get the job done this past season. So I had to become more of a vocal leader. Like I said, I was more of like a laid back type of guy, like just leading by example. But that wasn't gonna get the job done. If we wanted come into the season, we wanted to be where we wanted to be at and win a championship, I had to become more of a vocal leader. So that was something new for me. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, but I was such a competitor that like it just came out. Like sometimes it just came out, and it was all love at the end of the day. If I got into it, not even get into it, but if I start kind of like voicing my opinion with like another teammate, like it was just competitive nature. They knew it was competitive nature. I was just competing at the time, like so. Definitely, just doing that, man. Being more vocal leader and understanding, like, and I'm glad I got the teammates that I got because they all knew, like, they didn't take it personal. They didn't, and if they did take it personal, like, we would make up in like the next 5 minutes. Like, hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You know how this is, but it's just the heat of the moment. It's just the heat of the moment. They knew it was all love, but I was just a guy that was just trying to just instill confidence in the younger guys because we had a lot of younger guys this past season that had to play and excel. So just making sure everybody got confidence that's out there is gonna be playing. I need everybody out there that's playing. I need them to have confidence. So you can't play, especially in the back end. You can't have no confidence in the back end because then you're gonna get all right. Quarterback gonna look. Oh, he ain't got no confidence. The receiver gonna see you ain't got no confidence. The receiver gonna go back and tell the quarterback, hey, I got him. Like I got him. So just make sure everybody out there got confidence, man. That was my role this past season. So I say like a vocal leader for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you grew in that way. Being there, being one of those guys. That's awesome. Talk about like the NFL prep going to the next level, man. Like, what was the HBCU Bowl for like last week? Like the whole week, what was it like for you?
It was cool. Honestly, I met a lot of guys that we played against. Just Like the games, we were talking trash with each other. Like, we should have won. We should have, and they were talking trash to us. Like, we beat y'all. Like, so it's just stuff like that. Guys that you've been competing against for the past 4 or 5 years, and you actually link up with them and just chop it up with them. Like, they're actually cool people. Like, you would think they were just a-holes just because of, like, when you're out there on the field with them, then you talking trash to them and they talking trash to you. And that whole time you meet up with them, and it's like, damn, it's all love, bro. We just competitors. So just obviously just experiencing those guys, man, and tapping in with them, and then going against them one more time. Dope experience. We did some community stuff out there. Had dinner together. Got a lot of gear too. Shout out to the Legacy Bowl. I got a lot of gear from them. Shout out to them for sure. It was just overall just a great experience, man. I was just blessed to be invited, honestly.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like I said, I know you had that pick in the game. Tell me, like throughout the week, like the coaches, like what was your biggest takeaway from the coaching and all
coaching staff? Coaching staff was cool. Those are some cool coaches. Shout out Coach Styles, man. He would just trying to instill like little stuff that I could speak to my game and stuff like that. So just learning from him for the past week was pretty cool. He didn't want to change none of my technique and stuff like that. He just wanted to make little minor tweaks and see if I liked it. And if I liked it, then just add that to my bag, really. So and then working on the drill is crazy because the pick I had, like we worked on the drill that Friday. And then the red zone technique, we worked on that Friday. So then it's crazy that it translates to the game. He told you, like, bro, that's the drill we just worked on yesterday. So just saying that, I'm like, hey, like, just tweaked it. Like, he just added stuff to my bag. So shout out to him for sure.
That's awesome.
Coach staff was great. Coach Barry, all them guys, great guys, man. Playing against Coach Barry for the past 2 years at South Carolina State, like,
got you, yeah.
Great guy, great coach, great energy as well. So shout out to them.
That's cool. Is there anything different? Like I know it's kind of all you've known for the last 5-6 years, but do you feel like there's any different like relationship or like anything different with the HBCU community, like the school, like the people like the football side of it at all?
Nah. I think we all know like where we go to school at and how hard it is to make it to the next level. So we all got that. We all got like something that we can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
So we all just go out there, compete, try to put on the best show, and just we all trying to get noticed. So that's how it felt. It felt like a regular game to me because it was like, this is how hard they've been playing this whole year. This is how hard they be going this whole time. Like everybody trying to make it up. So just having that, and we all relate to that is probably the best part about the whole game and whole week really. Yeah. We all trying to make it to the next level.
Yes, sir, man. You guys are grinding together, and like you said, you've taken a chance on yourself so many times. It's like none new to you at this point.
Right.
But word. I got a couple more here before I let you go. Sure. I appreciate all this. This is fun.
No, for sure. No, this is great.
This is awesome.
I appreciate you.
So I know you talked about like stuff you wanted to work on. Like from your perspective, what are some strengths in your game?
Strengths are definitely my IQ. Definitely that. Just understanding how, like I told you before, just understanding like where my help is and how it helps to my advantage. Definitely that. Obviously my ball instincts. See ball, go get ball type of guy.
Yeah.
What else?
Those things stand out. Like those things are elite.
Trying to think what else, man. I had a list of it too, cause my coach they gave me like a little strengths list.
That's cool.
But those two really just pop out on the charts, really.
They do.
Yeah, that's all I can remember right now.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Like flip side of that, like going to the next level. What are things that you feel like you could get better at?
Definitely my tackle angles.
Just that still, angles, yeah.
Angles of my tackling, like really, that was like a big down part of my season. Really, just my angles getting to the ball. Like I'll be there instead of me making an arm tackle, I could actually make a real firm tackle just off my angle. Stuff like that. Obviously obviously sometimes, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing in the post, but if I am at safety and I am in the post, obviously my my post skills, coming out the post and stuff like that. Yeah, that's really about it. Really, I really want to just work on my angles getting to the ball. I think that would help my game tremendously in so many ways. That because football really to me is all about angles. It's all about angles. So if you take the right angle, you can make a a hell of a play. So many different plays you could be made just by taking the right angle. If you take a bad angle, that could make a difference between a touchdown and a tackle. So
yeah, it's all form stuff. Like, I mean, even like at the next level, like I remember my coaches telling me like the angle stuff, like you break your arm that way, like
yeah, really,
like all that stuff matters, but like it's that little stuff that adds up and like makes better players like great. Yeah, that's sweet. Like what are you got a pro day coming up or any other days that you're looking forward to this off season?
Yeah, definitely. Pro day. It's either the 23rd or the 24th. I gotta confirm that.
Nice.
It's one of those 2 days for sure. So definitely just been training, getting ready for that, and really just to, like I said, put on another show, man. Really showcase my talents out there at the pro day, and after that, just let everything handle itself.
What's been your favorite part about this process so far for you? It's a lot of change.
Really, I say tapping in with my trainer, man. Honestly, just having a one-on-one training sessions. Really just getting quality work. I like getting quality work in.
Yeah.
So definitely that's been like my favorite part of it. And just have a lot of free time. I definitely have a lot of free time now than before. So definitely I just been just chilling, training, going working out on the field, do some DB drills, stuff like that. So definitely it's a very long process for sure, but yeah, it's been cool for me. So I'm not complaining.
That's cool. I know it's like I bet a lot of anxiety for a lot of people, but it's just a lot of change, constant change. Like I said, I've been watching these for like 5-6 years, like doing these interviews. I see it at a lot of levels. But it all ends up being over. And then like it's all football, man. It's just football, getting ready for it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready just to get back to just straight football,
Yeah. Word. Last one I got for you, Jelani. I appreciate all this. This has been awesome, man.
Sure.
Tell me like I know this might be a lot kind of, but like what do you feel like over your career or like, growing up, was like the biggest adversity you kind of feel like you had, like that you had to overcome, and like how would you turn that into advice for someone like upcoming players?
Biggest adversity. Ooh, man, biggest adversity. I definitely say probably just being away from my family. Even though we're like 10 hours away, it's just like not being around them and just being here all the time. Definitely is probably like the biggest adversity that I had. Just because like I was so close to my family and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So just not being with them, is definitely tough. Especially sometimes where like you gonna need your family and then you here by yourself. So definitely probably that would be the biggest piece of adversity that I face. And I can tell the next person is just, I guess, lean on your brothers, man. Lean on your teammates. Lean on your family, your new family that's here right now, wherever school that you go to. Lean on them because they're probably going to do the same thing you're going through. So, they probably need their family as well. And you tell them about, y'all got something y'all can talk to, and then y'all can talk to each other and lean on each other, man. So that's what I really say, man. Just lean on your brothers, man. Lean on your people.
That's great, man. I appreciate that, Jelani. And that's the stuff that matters, helps you get through it all.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, man. This is a lot of fun. You got anything else you wanted to say before we end it?
Nah, man. Just shoot. If you a draft prospect, man, just keep chasing your goals, man. Keep chasing your dreams, man. Honestly, like we all going through it right now, man. So we all just waiting on that call, man. But shoot, just keep working and everything gonna handle itself, man. Just keep God first for sure, and everything gonna take care of itself, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.